Gem Night Live with your host, Trisha Paytas. All right, everybody, come on in. I just finally watched the episode of Ethan reacting to Trisha Paytas on Saturday Night Live. This is my first time watching it, and I want to watch it all with you. So let's get into
over the weekend,
it.
Saturday night, actually. Trisha was on. She did a cameo on Saturday Night Live.
Good for her. That's a pretty big deal, especially for a YouTuber to be on a network show that's been on so long. But you know what, the other day, I did see an article about how now YouTube, for the first time, is taking over cable. But I think traditional media is way behind, because I remember maybe when YouTube was about 5 years old, I was like, Mom, Dad, we don't need cable anymore. Everything's on internet. So for an article to be written about YouTube taking over the entertainment space now, I'm like, no, that was happening all 15 years ago. You guys are just mad late.
And
Sorry.
it's okay.
No, yeah, it was actually pretty cool.
It was a 10-second clip.
10 seconds. I haven't even seen this clip. Not a lot of time, but that's still a big deal.
And I wish I could show it to you guys, but those bastards
Those
at SNL are
snakes!
such scumbags. They block.
They block like crazy.
They don't
like
just
nobody
claim.
else.
They block, which is like, dude,
Block
what
me.
are you doing, man? You're going to have like the social media star, Trisha, and then anytime someone wants to share the clip, you block them.
Right,
Like,
that's a good
get
point.
a fucking grip, assholes.
I totally agree with Ethan here, because it defeats the purpose of using a YouTuber. And if Ethan is saying 10 seconds, and not even 10 seconds, you're allowing other YouTubers or people on the internet where Trisha is famous, nobody can watch it. The point of having Trisha on your show, SNL, is to get more people to watch it, because right now all we're doing is watching YouTube, but you're going to claim her 10 seconds. No, I understand them wanting to protect their rights to their show, but not even 10 seconds? Just the 10-second clip was what you needed to go viral, because I'm telling you, I didn't even know she was on SNL. Had that clip gone viral, I would have seen it. I haven't even seen the clip, and it's been how many months now?
Yeah, get a grip.
It's just, I'm so tired of it. We'll be talking about that. We got a lot of stuff at the top of the show. I'm kind of putting off. I'm supposed to cut my arm off, you guys. I don't know if you know.
Let's get to the business, my
I don't
friend.
want to cut it off. I'm trying to put it off, and I don't know which arm to cut off. Well, let me explain why.
Why put it off?
Why? Well, I don't know, Dan. Have you ever had a limb sawed off without anesthesia or painkillers?
No.
Exactly. So you don't know. Everybody brought their weaponry. Let's see. Everybody showed up. I was like, wow, what the hell? Zach's got a hunting knife. Olivia has a katana. Love has a... Is that the magical sword from Berserk?
Yeah. What's that?
It's a feather blade.
I might also just shoot your arm off. I'm not sure yet.
Okay. I'm Dan holding the Kratos blade. The other weaponry. Did I miss? Oh, yeah. Avi has the Spy-hander. That's the two-hander. And Lena's just brute strength. Oh, box cutter. Oh, my God. That is savage.
Oh my God. Well, those are very sharp. Those are very sharp.
So here is...
Yo, thank you for the 20 gifted.
Here's the clip of me and Trisha talking.
Whatever,
about
dudes.
Yeah, you're talking about if I'd cut my arm off if she was ever on SNL now.
I think I kind of remember him saying that, but not really. I do remember Trisha on Frenemies always having these big ideas of what she hoped to accomplish, working with these big-time movie stars, going on these big shows. So it's good that she accomplished one of her goals, but I don't really remember this SNL goal she had. Trisha has talent to such an extent that I wouldn't bet against her in that field. And she's been on lots of random shows.
All right, you were on Ellen.
What do you do?
I read.
Okay.
And pseudonyms, 45 seconds on the clock, please.
What is this?
This is trivia. David Arquette.
Wait, isn't this?
This was so scary. This was Austin.
So yeah, maybe her being on SNL isn't even really that big a shock in the grand scheme of things.
I got to apologize to Trisha because it seems like her big moment has become more about me saying I cut my arm off than about her achievement. And I'm not even saying that like, I don't think I'm even exaggerating. People magazine did a headline. And the headline is about Trisha Paytas makes SNL cameo 3 years after her podcast co-host said he cut his arm off if she ever made the show. Why can't we just give her flowers?
It's a good story.
What? I missed all of this. Ethan made People magazine because of Trisha. This is a good look for Ethan, actually. For them to even have a story, they had to attach Ethan's name to it because I'm surprised it wasn't just a story about, hey, Trisha Paytas is on SNL. They attached Ethan's name next to it. I think that goes more to show how big Frenemies was versus just having Trisha on her own. Even the mere fact that they had to include Ethan in it is just to get more eyes on this article. So I see what People magazine did there with, yeah, it's Trisha's moment, but Ethan is sharing a spot in it and it's positive press.
Yeah, obviously people are going to point it out because it is hilarious that you said that, and now it's come true.
And it adds to her like success, and I mean it adds to like the her achievement, sort of.
Really? Because
she overcame it. But that said,
overcame what? My curse?
Yeah.
What did I do?
Yeah,
I just made a joke. Wasn't like I was like actively like lobbying against her.
Oh my. If people are taking that stance, they really don't know what's going on here. The mere fact that Ethan picked Trisha to do Frenemies was because he saw how talented she was. You all didn't see how talented she was. He saw the talent in her. I showed you guys a throwaway clip. Let me just put it here so you guys can see.
A tweet from...
God, she has the best YouTube. She has the best content in the game.
How are you?
Ethan saw the talent in her when everybody just saw her trolldom. And then it was more like, how is Ethan doing a show Frenemies with Trisha after all that bad blood they had? Why did Ethan make up with her, and not only make up with her, but offer her a show to co-host? He saw her talent. Maybe the only thing I guess you can say is he was the one that kind of cemented Frenemies was over. But it wasn't because he didn't think she was no longer talented. He just really thought Trisha really didn't want to be on Frenemies. It's like, okay, I'm giving you what you want. Frenemies is over. And poor Ethan didn't really know how far her trolldom went. In that every quarter, Trisha was going to walk off of Frenemies like it was a season finale of Friends.
I think you make a decent point though about it sort of stealing the thunder a little bit. I hadn't thought about that, but you're right.
It's all about me.
All the headlines are about her relation to you instead of just celebrating her. So
I have a feeling that just give her flowers.
No, it's not stealing her moment. It's getting more people interested. It's just based on tracking, and so. Hey, you want to know what would make this Trisha Paytas on SNL article have the opportunity to go even more viral or to get even more clicks? Add Ethan Klein's name and Frenemies. So if it was going to get 100,000 clicks, now it's going to get 250,000 clicks. It's all about numbers.
And it's not just People magazine, it's Pop Crave, the most reputable, hard-hitting news source.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is the big one.
They actually do get a lot of engagement.
That's Popgrave.
Video from 2021 resurfaces.
Hey, that's a good word. That's a key word out there.
On Trisha Paytas' Frenemies co-host Ethan Klein telling her he will cut his arm off if she's ever on SNL. She made her debut last night.
And let me reiterate, it goes to show how big Frenemies was. It wasn't by coincidence they realized the amount of traction it was getting, including Ethan's name, into Trisha's storyline. Future Gem here. You guys, while editing, I just figured something out. Stay tuned to the end, and hopefully you'll figure it out too. You guys are attached at the hip. Why is it that Brad Pitt had a whole other marriage and kids with Angelina Jolie, but we still see Jennifer Aniston's name in whatever articles with Brad Pitt? It's just all about what's going to get clicks. And instead of just having Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, let's throw in Jennifer Aniston. Now we're going to get all these fandoms and hate combined to click on this article.
Now, I have to say, first of all, God, there was so much media about this. Let's see.
It's awesome.
Here's a compilation of people. Okay, hold on. Let me just show the clip, all right?
You're not. If you.
Let me see the context of this brought up here.
So fucking funny. It's so fake. I would die before I became a talk show host. Thank you.
I'll become a talk show host.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talks.
Fine.
You are.
We'll be Ryan and Kelly.
I guess I kind of am, but on my own terms.
Yeah, I can't see Ethan being a daytime talk show host. Just fluff. Ethan wouldn't be good at that. He has to do more of a Dateline show. He would be more like a nighttime host. I could see that. And then you see with his set right there, he's more of in the spirit of Howard Stern. He really encompasses that completely. Ethan found his lane for sure.
I'm not like a daytime.
Got it.
What time is it?
It's 1:12 p.m.
You know, that's a genre, though.
What time did Ellen go on?
She was at 3.
Oh, she's really? I thought
we're still on it.
3 or 4.
Really?
We probably got like the Kelly Clarkson or the Drew Barrymore times, but
early afternoon.
That's pretty good. That's good. Those are
Drew Barrymore.
rising shows.
Yeah.
Okay, so what? You guys, I have to kill myself.
No, you have to cut off your
my
arm.
and then I have to kill myself.
Whoa.
And I'll be just Kelly.
Also, I would rather die than go on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, really? Yeah, I find that shocking. I'm surprised he'd say that.
Because it just seems like a lot of work. Not because I'm opposed. It just seems like a lot of work.
Lazy.
It's like
I'll take it. I'll be on it.
Okay, that makes more sense. It is a lot of work, and maybe to the live, but he does his show live. So that can't be intimidating for Ethan, why he wouldn't do SNL. I was thinking maybe he's more of a Mad TV type than an SNL type. Maybe something like that.
Yeah, you're not. You're. If you go on Saturday Night Live, I will. What's something really valuable I could put on the line?
Like what? What?
Uh-oh. Take it easy.
I'll cut my arm off. My whole arm.
It's just the way he said it. He just said it and then just made peace with it.
I don't want your arm off. Jesus.
Oh, this is rich. I like Trisha with the fake outrage, like she never threatened her boyfriends, much worse, on a weekly basis.
If you go on SNL, that's a threat. If you go on SNL, I'll cut my fucking arm off.
Make good on the threat, my friend.
Jesus, so dark.
Thought about what's on
SNL.
Look at Trisha laughing. I'm telling you, she loves it. She's like, oh, Ethan really likes working with me. Oh, want to make a bet. That's why she even went on SNL. Trisha's like, yo, Ethan, you're speaking my language. I love the threat. That's what I do to my exes. Yeah, this is so sweet of Ethan, but nothing can beat when he said this to Trisha.
You're not quitting this fucking show. If you're quitting, I gotta buy you guys a therapist or something. I gotta make sure you guys get married because I don't want this to stop.
You didn't know Ethan was serious? He meant that for her not to leave. But it didn't work.
I don't want Kyle Mooney writing for me, though.
You're not getting shit because now he's a superstar with that sketch. Everybody's shouting out his name. I love Kyle Mooney. He's awesome. At Jewish Brothers, we dogs.
So I would say, just to defend myself a little bit, I know it wasn't very specific, but I think the implication, obviously, and again, not to take anything from her, and you can have my arm, is that she would be a guest host. Not do like a 10-second cameo.
Nope. I see Ethan trying to get out of this on a technicality, but look, I'm a fair person and I can't give that to you because this is what you said. Repeat what he just said.
If you go on SNL, I'll cut my fucking arm off.
If you go on SNL, he didn't say anything about hosting. Technically, Trisha could have just been in the audience. Ethan, your arm has got to go.
Semantics.
No, that is not
Always changing the
semantic.
goalposts.
Doing a guest host versus doing
She
like a...
said she would be on it.
You're right.
It's
You're
those were the
she
words.
only said on it,
Yeah,
which she
I'm not-
is on it.
Olivia, Dan, call him out. Sharpen those knives.
So,
No, you're right. So in that case, she definitely does get my arm,
yeah.
which I'll be mailing to her. I know where she lives.
Why does that sound like a threat for real? I know where she lives.
Like Van Gogh.
More like from Seven Sins or whatever. The head in the box.
oh, the what's in the box?
Yeah. Arm in a box.
I remember the first time I watched that. I don't know how old I was, because I was like, no, for real, what's in the box? I didn't get the ending. What's in the box?
7 is what it was called, yeah. But did nobody back me up? Like, clearly it's about a guest star.
No, it's not.
That may have been clear in your head, but that's not what
Is it really that big of an achievement just to show up for 10
Yes,
seconds?
it is.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should watch it. But does she have lines? Yes. If she has lines, it's a big deal. Then she gets bumped from not being a some background actor.
It absolutely is.
Right now.
No, I'm not saying she doesn't get it. I'm just saying.
How many other creators have done that, if any?
Listen, she did a great job on her line.
Okay, there you go. Answered my question. She had a line. So yeah, big deal, Trisha. Congratulations.
And I'll say, I wish I could show it. The crowd went crazy for her when she showed up, which was impressive. The amount of Trisha fans were just happened to be in the SNLs.
And that she was on it as herself, not as like another character. I thought that was really cool.
Wow, that is a big deal for real. She wasn't playing a character. Because when they were saying, oh, she got big claps, I'm like, okay, who cares? Is anybody just walking out, right? Maybe she was dressed up funny. I don't know. But now you're saying she played herself and she got the audience reaction. That, again, is a big deal. Kudos.
She showed up as what? Like the character in the sketch was having someone guest on their podcast.
Mm-hmm. Friend of the pod.
And she was showing up as that friend.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, she did good. She crushed it. She delivered those lines with grace and humor.
You know what? I wouldn't expect anything less from Trisha. You know when I realized she was talented? When I would sit through all of those frenemies commercials.
Thank you to Quip for sponsoring us two hooligans.
Thank you for sponsoring and also adding the competition element to our show. It can't be frenemies without competing. And we are having a competition with Quip toothbrushes. I'm Team Pink and Ethan's Team Black. And purchase these toothbrushes to help charity and help me win.
Anything that requires speaking clearly with the jokes and rolling with the punches and being off the cuff, Trisha is fantastic at it.
When it comes to paying off debt, it can often feel like an uphill battle. High interest rates resulting in minimum monthly payments keeps you in an endless cycle of debt. Upstart can help you get ahead.
This is good because you can rack up the debt with all these credit cards and stuff, which I don't recommend. I think you should be responsible financially. Keep those credit cards locked away unless you could pay it off every month. You know what I'm saying?
But if you messed up and you're becoming responsible later in life, 32 right
I'm just saying it happens. I don't want people to give it. I mean, consolidate. What they do.
It's not the present. It's about the here and the now.
Right. Mistakes happen.
Mistakes happen, and Upstart will consolidate your all-in-one loan, so you don't have to worry about high interest rates. And they look at other things besides your credit. Someone who already has bad credit, if you're trying to get help with your, like paying off your debt, they look at your credit and you're like, I know I have bad credit.
You know, if you watch A3 for a while, Ethan would just kind of go through these commercials and stuff like he's reading lines, but Trisha lit up during commercials. And she really played into it. And her energy was a big boost to Ethan.
Honey, 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 honey.
Honey is great, and it's back at it again.
We were talking about if we should do that for a whole minute and just end it. We should probably explain more, though.
Maybe yeah.
Yeah.
Honey is great, and it's free. Do you like to shop online? We all do. Why are you not downloading Honey in just 2 easy steps to get discounts, to get money back? Free app. Do it now. Honey. Ethan, what else do you love about Honey?
Okay, listen.
Do you shop online?
I shop online.
And what a talent. I mean, Trisha's done a lot of cameos, though. It's not just SNL. She's been on all kinds of... She has like a weird thing for doing like cameos everywhere.
That was, I know.
I just want to say though, in my mind, the arm cutting off was for the guest host. I'm just saying. Just saying.
It wasn't clear enough.
AB, prepare the tourniquet.
Maybe in your brain, yeah.
I agree that I owe her the arm.
Okay.
I agree.
Good.
But yeah, she shows up. She delivers her line with lots of pizzazz. Fully committed, nails every word. So I'm happy for her. And I don't know why people always think that I'm not happy for her one way or the other. Like, other than like when we first broke up, there was like a lot of drama, but like I feel like I've been nothing but supportive of her.
True.
And wishing her well pretty much like since like 3 months after our breakup.
More like roughly 6 to 7 months after. For the record, December 2021, after this moment here, Ethan calmed all the way down on Trisha. He backed up off of Trisha completely. If you want to know more into that, look at my other videos.
And I would be friends with her again so fast if it wasn't for Moses is just a creep and a scumbag. That's the only problem. Her husband, my brother-in-law. Hila's brother.
You guys, why didn't you tell me? Ethan went off on Moses in this. I just respect how committed he is to beefing with Moses.
When I saw people being like, "Oh, Ethan's probably seething right now," I was like,
"Why?"
Definitely not. Like,
Yeah.
how could you think that Ethan would be anything but like so happy for her?
The internet is not a real place. The internet is that person in a relationship that holds on to something and will not let it go, even when you give them the truth. December 2021, his beef with Trisha ended. He realized the beef wasn't with Trisha, it was with Moses. Trisha kept on inserting herself into the beef. There was a truce for 3 years, all right? You guys can't act like Ethan wasn't cool with Trisha for 3 whole entire years. So this just changed maybe a couple of weeks ago. What was it, 2 weeks ago or something? Hila said this.
You know what I would like to say too is that like if she actually cared about us and about other parents and children, she would tell her friends to back off. Because to me, a lot of these people are her fans.
So right now it's looking like it's up for Trisha. If you are now giving Trisha this comeback arc where you're overlooking her past, part of the reason why you're able to is because of Ethan.
Trisha, you turned a new leaf. You erased all your problematic videos.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
You erased your personality. What is it called? Borderline or
DID.
Yeah, DID.
Yeah.
You erased your trans video, and you made an apology.
Yeah. I feel like it was a step in the right direction for people
do too.
trying to like see that I'm sincere.
He gave her the opportunity to be the comeback kid.
Yeah, he's moved on to his next ex co-host.
That's right.
Trisha
That's right.
is such old news.
That's right.
In terms of beef, we love you, Trisha.
Oh, I see you, AB. You're slipping in a little Hassan reference. I got it. But then at the end, he had to say this.
We love you, Trisha.
I noticed something on one of the other videos too with AB. I didn't include it though. AB does this thing where he has to be best friends with all of Ethan's ops. I'm gonna just watch what happens. No hate to AB, no hate to Ethan.
Yeah, friends like these.
Oh yeah, and our other good friends.
Yeah.
Anissa and Ian. Yeah. Thanks, Anissa, for standing up for your girl. I actually stood up for you so many times because, like, why would I not? It was crazy. It was crazy. People were shitting on you and Ian because you did OnlyFans. Of course I was going to stand by you. That's insane.
In regards to Ian and Nisa, I mean, obviously it's a weird situation for me, but you guys have obviously been friends a lot longer than I've known either party. But I just want to say, I do wonder if things would be different if they weren't stressed about the creator clash because of what happened last time.
I don't care.
You notice that strange dynamic right there? It's a thing, even though it's not a thing. Ethan and Eli's keeping it really cute with AB.
That's not directed at you.
But
I'm like fired up.
I completely understand.
At this point, I don't care
I
about
don't want it to seem like people will say now I yell at you.
Actually, I hear what you're saying, and I'm glad. Yeah, but
anyone who's upset with me in chat, we're literally having a discussion about friends staying
Don't
silent.
be
So shut
upset
the
at
fuck
AB.
up.
Don't be. It's like
No, I know,
it's actually a good point that you bring up because maybe that's something they'll try to say tomorrow when we're not live. So we get to address it now.
And I love
You know?
when I think it's really valuable when people play devil's advocate on the show. Like Dan specifically does it a lot. It actually facilitates really valuable conversations where I can interface with the arguments that people are going to say when the show ends, and I can fucking talk. I can flesh out my ideas now and don't have to deal with it after the fact. You know, it's a good thing.
It makes the conversation better, actually.
Because I noticed AB doing it with Trisha, but I'm like, okay, whatever. Even though I'm telling AB, Trisha doesn't like you, AB. But okay, fine. He does that little thing with Trisha where it's like he's trying to be her friend. All right, fine. But then I noticed on one of the other videos, he's doing the same thing with Hassan. And now you can add iDubbbz to the list. You can be friends with who you want to be with. I'm just saying I'm noticing something. And I'm just saying, just looking at it, it can turn into a thing. Not that it will. When you see something, it's not for you to jump on it. You know how much things I see and I'm not jumping on it? I see a potential of something happening and I'm like, let me just sit back and wait to see if it unfolds. Because you know what? By speaking too soon, you can just be an instigator. And I never want to be an instigator. I'd rather watch and see what happens and then tell you why it happens than to be like I'm predicting what happened. Does that make sense?
You know, I have to. I think I do need to reckon with something though. I had a falling out with Trisha. Although I think people agree it wasn't my fault, right?
The day of reckoning will come.
Wait a second, you guys. Ethan is being introspective. Why didn't you guys tell me about this video? I'm joking. Someone told me, I remember months ago, someone in the comments was like, hey, Trisha was on SNL. Ethan reacted to it. I know. A bunch of you guys told me months and months ago. But I just didn't realize he talked about it for so long. I didn't even look. Let's listen to what Ethan is saying here, all right? We gotta listen.
And then I had a falling out with my other co-host, Hassan. And I mean, at a certain point, I think I need to look in the mirror and ask myself, is it me? Or is it the world?
Oh, I love introspective Ethan. I didn't even know it was a thing that he had. Because in order to be introspective, you have to like sit in quiet and think in your head. And I didn't know he was capable of doing that. I'm joking. I'm joking.
And I have done that. I have looked in the mirror and I have decided it is the world.
It's me.
It's not me.
That's my Ethan.
It's me.
It couldn't be.
It might be. I'm waiting for the day you come in here and say we need to do content court Kaya.
Content court who?
The dog.
The dog?
Hassan's dog.
Ooh. ABC with your chest, huh? I'm telling you with this AB. That wasn't a joke. AB, I know that wasn't a joke. But you said it. Remember, this is why Trisha had beef with AB from before. This is all I'm saying. AB, remember when Trisha had beef with you? Remember why she had that beef with you? It was like 3 things you did. And all I'm saying is, AB, you have to pick and choose your battles. That's all I'm saying. I'm just watching from afar. Got a couple of clips saved. I'm not trying to start anything. I'm just seeing something. It can go left, but it doesn't have to go left. It can just keep going forward.
I'll get to the dog when I'm done with him.
And your little dog, too.
Fuck you and that big-ass dumb dog of yours.
That's the most perfect dog. Don't even.
Of course I love the dog. What do you want? I don't think the dog is anti-Semitic, as far as I know.
They're eating the dogs.
Although the dog, I will say, was kind of...
No.
No.
Where are you going?
Don't do it.
It doesn't...
Get the bonnet ready.
All right, you guys are going to let Ethan talk about anybody anyhow, but the dog is where you draw the line. Like, Ethan cannot defame the dog. I don't know why Ethan has beef with a dog now, but, I don't care.
Yeah. I heard the dog do a little bit of a...
Don't.
Okay, you know the guy who trained his dog to Heil Hitler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saying, I unprompted, the dog walked up to me and wanted to shake it, me to shake its paw.
Didn't happen.
You guys, you don't understand how I love that Ethan is beefing with a dog right now. Nothing sacred with Ethan. Nothing.
Didn't
How
happen.
do you know that didn't happen? I was
bizarre.
there. You were not there.
I was there for the incident that you're referring to.
No, you were not.
It was begging for treats, okay? It's a very normal
Like
thing.
this?
It's a dog, sir.
His fingers
It's
were
a
very
dog.
pointed.
Fingers? His fingers.
His paws, I don't know. I could,
Her. See,
Yeah.
I won't stand for this dog slander.
There's no such thing as dog slander. Okay, you guys, I know they're playing around. All right.
Also, it was growling
Absolutely
at
not.
Zach. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, you don't recall that?
No.
He bit Zach.
Because he keeps
He bit
going.
Zach.
Did not
And
happen.
the bite oddly was in a swastika shape.
That doesn't make any sense. That's
That
not
would-
the way a dog's jaw is shaped.
Okay, fine. It had a swastika painted on it.
Well, that's
Heil Hitler.
Okay, I'm
That's
kidding.
not the dog's
dog is
fault.
great. also, Hassan is not a Nazi, just to be clear about that.
Right. Yeah. There's that part too. Kaya, we're not sure.
Kaya, yeah, exactly. Here is another clip. Oh, yeah, it was more than once we talked about it on the show. Let's see.
I'm going to be left in the cold. I'm going to have nobody casting me. I'm trying to manifest everybody
you
else.
manifested you onto SNL and me stuck here in the podcast. That's what you originally manifested. You move up and my ass stays right here.
Dude, that cosplay is so good.
yeah.
That looks insanely good, man.
You guys, I've been biting my tongue for 3 years. So please, let me just get this off. This was the outfits when Trisha was on Frenemies. And when Frenemies was over, this was their Halloween outfit. It's the little things, guys. It's the little things that Trisha did that elevated the podcast.
This was the final episode? Was this the episode? No?
I was like Uncle Fester in the final.
Oh, Fester, right, of course.
This is 32. We made it to like 39 or something.
Wow. Something like that.
Wow.
You made it to 39 full episodes. Then you guys took a couple of weeks off. And then you had an unexpected last episode of Frenemies, which would have made it 40. But it was never aired.
Good
I
times.
miss Trisha. I love Trisha.
That was fun.
I value her friendship. And I cherish the time we did the show together. I've said that. How many times do I need to say that?
Look, it doesn't matter how many times you said that. You've been saying that for 3 years. The people who hate you just hate you.
No, we get it. I feel the same way. Other than like 2 days of the entire experience, it was delightful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of the best parts of Frenemies was hearing Dan laughing in the background. Dan was having the time of his life. There was a moment where Trisha said that she liked having Dan there because it's something she could feed off of.
It was always a little bit of a roller coaster with her, but like I knew it. I knew that. And
that's why
I was cool with
you
it.
wanted to do it.
I believed it, Ethan. That's why I thought you two would have worked well together, that you could have handled her nonsense. Now we know only Moses can handle her nonsense. Ethan's kryptonite was that he couldn't tell that Trisha was always on troll mode. That's where he kind of lost sight of the plot. You just have to look at the past to dictate the future. Remember that second big walkout that Trisha did? Ethan did the same thing where he's like, oh, he wanted to take a week off and da-da-da-da-da to cool everything down, to give Trisha like a mental health break. That's what he was trying to do, right? But this is what Trisha said, okay? Listen to her.
We had a huge fight on the last episode. I'll be honest with you. I didn't think, in my mind, I was thinking, well, I'm going to have to wait and see till next year.
Yeah, you wanted a break, and I kind of pushed. I don't know if that's the right word, but I really wanted to do it more episodes.
This woman does not take breaks. Not in relationships, not in podcasts, not ever. What don't you get? It made her spiral because she thought it was over. So fast forward 6 months later, it was the same thing. She walked out and you guys were like, oh, because of staff, whatever, we're going to take time off. And she did the same thing. She thought you guys were like ending it. You get it? But Trisha tells you her little hang-ups and stuff, so it's not a surprise. But Ethan wasn't getting it. And I don't know why nobody there even, well, I don't know, maybe you have to be a health professional or something. Trisha was doing the same thing. She'll walk out. She did videos about how she walked out. She did videos saying it's over. She did videos telling people off. And then she was back the next week. What don't you guys understand? That's part of the troll, right?
So. Yeah, you're Gandhi, Ethan.
39.
39.
And 2 vlogs.
But it's Moses who's whispering in her ear like worm tongue from Lord of the Rings.
Yo, he's right about Moses whispering in her ear.
Never. Because Frenemies gave me, like, that's why people like me now. It's because of Frenemies. So, like, this is, no matter where I go, I'll remember where I came from.
Yeah, right. You would leave me at the... Remember where... Yeah, you go. That's for you. That's for you now. Now you got to remember where you came from. I made you.
No. Oh my God.
Kidding.
Like, that's why people...
I'm being silly, you guys. Based on her comment, all right? TikTok fucking clippers.
It is a comedy show, after all.
Like, you know, it's because...
Ethan has a point because normally you'd get to the stage where even after a show is over, people go on to do separate things successfully, and you can look back and still speak about your past show in a good light, even if it didn't work out. Even Ethan is acknowledging, yeah, look at this. On Frenemies, Trisha said she wanted to do SNL and she's manifesting it or whatever she's doing. And it happened and he's acknowledging it. It's a shame that Trisha couldn't do the same. She's just being radio silent like there's real beef.
I don't know about that.
The Frenemies. So like this is no matter where I go, I'll remember where I came from.
Yeah, right. You would leave me in the fucking trenches taking grenades and mustard gas as your ass was hosting SNL.
Hosting, see?
Okay, he did say hosting, so it was in his head at the time. Oh, but this is a different episode, though. I would have almost gave it to you, Ethan.
Hosting.
Ooh, that's actually
I
in your
said
favor,
it there
huh?
while you're hosting SNL.
Oh, that is.
It was verbalized.
This is a different day, though.
The different
so-
day, but I think I'm clarifying in my mind that that's what we...
Clarifying from another episode?
You got it, Dan.
Yeah, that's what I had in my mind when she said she wanted to be on SNL.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, clearly that is
That's
a point
the big
in your
ambition.
favor. Yeah. Okay.
You know?
Told you could be
Well, maybe
on
that'll
for
be
the
next.
arm bit. To cut your
she's
arm
never
off.
been close.
Wait,
what
this
did
is
she-
this is step one.
How did she know I was going to cut my arm
SNL.
off?
I told you could be on for the arm bit. To cut your arm off.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And so in her fantasy, she's a big enough star to bring me on the show to cut my arm off.
Right. Yeah, you're right. In this conversation, you're definitely talking about hosting, dude.
And this is what you take me most seriously. I love that she brought like the costume and the dramatic.
Talk about it. Trisha brought life into Ethan. I couldn't wait to watch these Frenemies episode. Ethan would just light up with Trisha. Trisha brought a lot of creativity to the show, and she had a lot of great ideas. When they were really hitting it off on all cylinders, they were amazing. And then, like I showed you before, when she left, womp, womp, womp. She took her makeup crew with her. She took her tailor with her. She took the wig people. Like, she took everything with her in the divorce.
You love to dress up.
I did, man.
You're a dress-up king, for sure.
I do.
Come on at the end and just
You
be like, hey
dressing up
guys.
in
You know how
lingerie.
early I woke up and sat in a chair for that shit? I did it.
That he did. Ethan was always ready for his close-up.
I think you are super upset that I come on here and look better than you every single time. That every week we come out here, I look way better than you.
God.
And by the way, all the comments say Ethan outdid Trisha again.
Or your mirror at home.
When they're all bowing
Yeah.
and clapping. Yeah.
If they let me. It's
Yeah.
inappropriate, do you think, to be on the stage?
You could. But I feel like the musical guest will be next to me, and then I kind of want Pete Davidson next to me. So maybe you're next to Pete Davidson.
But then,
Is
so
he still on the show? He's moved on,
Pete?
right?
No.
No.
Yeah, he's gone now.
He's way bigger than that show can handle. He flew out that cage. That colorful bird.
Yeah.
but yeah,
Next
so
time
I
movie.
won't come on then because there's just no space for me on that
No.
stage.
Oh, that's a great. We should do this. I'm going to make, this is a suggestion from chat. We need to make a bedazzled golden arm and mail it to her.
Put it in a bouquet of roses in
And
the
that's
middle.
me being totally like,
I think that'd be cute.
I'm giving her flowers, or in this case, an arm, my arm. Can we do that?
Under normal circumstances, that would have been a nice idea. But remember, the way Trisha ended things the last time was telling these H3 people to leave her alone. So in that sense, she'll rather use that as a threat. This is what I'm saying. I saw a thumbnail of Jeff on Trisha's podcast. I know the last time she was talking about Jeff after Frenemies ended, she was going on about how Jeff was threatening her.
Of Jeff Whittick threatening me. But you can pause to read. Poke away at my injury and it's gonna end real bad for everyone. Huh? I posted a response to him talking about me in his podcast. Like, if I talk about someone, I expect a response. They're allowed to respond. This is the second time he's brought him in the podcast, so I responded. And the injury in question that he's saying I'm poking fun at is something he made public, and I wasn't poking fun at it. I was like, what do you expect when you don't have like medics around and you're not licensed professionals? And David Dobrik is driving the excavator. It all started from him saying me and Ethan have a toxic relationship, and then he criticized the end of frenemies, and I just like responded. And actually the Jeff Wittick portion was like lighthearted. I said I like Jeff. And then he said, okay, do your thing. I said, you texted me, and he said, just to give you a heads up.
But you see now how they're buddy-buddy now? And I'm like, couldn't be me. You can't tell me that I'm threatening you and then I'm going to chop it up with you like everything's chill. Nope, 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 nope. Unless Jeff is willing to agree, yes, he was threatening her. That would have to be brought up and spoken about before I would ever sit next to her. Because at that point, I don't know what she's going to say about me.
I think that's a wonderful
Usually
idea.
Sam would head that up. Ian, you know how to get a golden bedazzled arm?
I can talk to my bedazzler. And see.
I'm serious. Any price. I want to do that.
All right, I'll write it down.
Oh my goodness, you could tell that Ethan so wants to make that connection with Trisha that he's finding any opportune way to do it, having it come off naturally, but I'm like, abort,
working on a very
abort,
secret project
abort
over here
mission.
that people
Do
will
not
be
pass
aware of
go.
down the line.
Don't tell him. Don't secret.
I'm not going to tell him, but I am doing something over here.
Okay.
And it's so sad to me that my boys, they love playing with their friends, and their best friends is two girls.
Interesting.
And they love playing with them. They have so much fun, and that's Teddy's cousin, man. He doesn't have any other cousins.
Wow, yeah.
That's his cousin, his first cousin, and they live fucking in the same, county.
Can you imagine? That's what I always think about. I'm like, oh my goodness, you guys have children and you guys can't even work things out. I understand if it was something serious, but it's not even anything. Better this conflict be everlasting forever and always, then it will make sense. But if you guys make up in a year or two, that's going to be the worst of it. Because it's like your children missed a lot of opportunity to just goof off and hang out. Because imagine hanging out with your cousins, man. My cousins were always so fun. You know how you get tired of your siblings and then you go over to your cousin's house and you guys are all around the same age? That's the best ever as children. Let's say whatever reason you're adults now and you have, depending the issue, right? But let's say you have an issue with your sibling. And then it's like, all right, I'm mad at you, so now my kids can't see your kids. It's like, why? Why? Especially when you guys are going to make up in a year. Like, why get the children involved? The only silver lining, if there is one, is that their children don't know each other. They never had a relationship.
It is sad. I wish that... I personally would love even just to set up a play date for our kids.
Okay, see, there you go. We both have the same mind. We think alike.
But what happened was the last time Hila was on the show, and we're like, maybe it's time to make it up for the kids. And then Moses clipped that and sent it to their mom to be like, see, they won't shut the fuck up about me.
You hear that? That's Dan's inappropriate laughter. That's what made frenemies.
And then Moses clipped that and sent it to their mom to be like, see, they won't shut the fuck up about me.
So I guess Ethan was referring to this time right here.
Oh, you should love somebody. That is your blood and your flesh. That is family.
What if your family member is just a giant fucking asshole?
And this is what I'm telling you. Moses had it up to here with Ethan a long time ago. Everything that Ethan is doing, Moses is going to twist it into the perfect reason for why he does not want to get back together with Ethan. But really, it's all in bad faith. He just doesn't like Ethan. So it was just the right opportunity for Moses to just be like, see, that's why I don't hang out with him. He's always talking about me.
And then, now nobody's talking to him. He's totally cut off.
Wow. Wait a minute. Hila's parents or siblings aren't talking to Moses? Because before that, they all had to tiptoe around Moses, the other family members, while still keeping a relationship with Ethan. So you're telling me now that they took sides and they sided with Ethan? I don't know. Is that what I'm getting here?
So I don't know. What do you do with that?
It sounds like it's not in your hands at this point.
Yeah.
Sounds like all you can do is send a bedazzled arm.
Bedazzled arm at the peace offering.
Yeah, an olive branch.
Here's what it is. Every time Ethan did something to offend Moses, instead of Moses speaking up and saying, Ethan, I don't like it when you do this. Ethan, I don't like it when you do that. Moses just acted like everything was cool, but inside he was seething. He was waiting. He was plotting. And then perfect opportunity came when he met Trisha, and he just used Trisha to get out all his animosity towards his family.
I would love for, I'm still down, by the way, for the kids to get together. It could be under mutual, like maybe next time their grandma's here, Hila's mom, she can like host, take them all to like a playground or something.
That'd be sweet. Connection.
Okay, so Hila's mom is still in contact with Moses. It's really nice that Ethan is still open-minded and Hila, and they would still want a relationship with the children. That's what I'm saying, you guys. That's how you know it's not like real conflict on Ethan and Hila's side. They can see through the anger to say, hey, just because the siblings, brother and sister, are having an issue doesn't mean our children can't hang out.
Just don't order them Domino's.
See what happens. Test the curse.
I dreamed I saw my maternal grandmother sitting by the bank of a swimming pool.
We could take them to a bouncy world or some shit. Or, I don't know, something fun.
Sky Zone.
Sky Zone, yeah, exactly. I could take them. I'm great with kids. I don't know if Moses would want that. I'll be like, your dad's a piece of shit.
Stop.
See, Ethan, this is why. Why do you do this? Okay, he's joking, you guys. He's joking. But watch now Moses take this like, see, if I give him my children, he's gonna talk crap about me to the... Moses, he was just joking. You guys, this is what Ethan was doing. Ethan was with his little slick comments all the time to Moses, and Moses couldn't stand it. And Moses is not witty enough to go back at Ethan. And so because he's not, that just is resentment, and it festers and it festers and it festers. If Moses would have used his mouth and told Ethan, I don't like your little side comments about me, Ethan would have cut it out. But he didn't. And so he has a big problem with Ethan, and Ethan's walking around not knowing that his brother-in-law could not stand the sight of him.
You're probably not doing yourself any favors by saying that.
I'll take care. They'll have a lot of fun. I'll be like, man, your dad. I gotta tell you some shit about your dad.
Great. Well, there goes that idea.
Yep, GG.
I'm kidding. I would never do that. I love kids. I'm great with them, you know? Nobody's great with kids like I'm great with kids.
No one?
So?
I don't think so.
Kids loved Hitler.
You're kind of like a big kid, so it makes sense in a way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, for real, what kid wouldn't love Uncle Ethan? All he would do is sit him in front of a Nintendo Switch and stuff him with candy.
Let's see here. So, we've talked about it quite a lot, yeah. Oh, Tom offered his 5-year-old to play with Teddy. We should, Tom. I mean, Teddy, he loves having friends over. It's like his favorite. He's so happy.
Oh. Yeah, that is a good point. You both have kids at almost the exact same age. Or the exact same age, right?
Oh.
Teddy 5?
Yeah, Teddy's 5.
There you go. Play date.
And his best are girls. I don't know what it is. He loves playing with girls. And boys. He likes both. His best friends are girly.
Casanova Klein over here.
No, it's not like that. They just like playing. They just play with clay.
When they're that young,
he likes arts and crafts.
Yeah,
a lot.
I don't think kids think about it that much.
So
at
there
that
was
age.
a ton of meme that came out of this. Let's take a look.
I was just thinking, you know, it's funny. Not haha funny, but remember I said with Moses, he has this whole thing about family and parents.
That's what destroys us, basically, is the existence of our parents in our head, their voice in our mind. That's what happens to most people. Their parents turn them into hateful, judgmental people. That's where that happens. Then we carry it through the rest of our life. And then we are attracted to what we hate, and we become that.
For some reason, he's doing the same thing, letting his animosity and whatever feelings, bad feeling, block his children from having a play date with their cousin. Eli, who has the beef with Moses, can still say, yeah, even though I'm really upset with my brother right now, I still want my kids to play with his kids. And Moses is like, no way, Jose. Moses, the guru / water / everything is everything, love, hate, blah, 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 whatever he espouses. When it's time for him to do it in action, he's like, no, my daughters cannot play with their cousins. This is where I, water, draw the line. And it's like, why? Poor Ethan. He's like, okay, my mother-in-law can be the, those court battles where you have to meet in like a neutral place and then you hand off your kid to like a stranger and then the stranger hands off the kids to the other parent. Yeah, this is what Moses is bringing onto his life where Ethan has to work through a third party to get the children together. It's like drama for no reason.
Petition to have the next episode title like this. Dan.
Yo!
Can you believe it, dude?
Yo!
We are going to cut off my arm, by the way.
Thank you.
SNL.
It seems like you keep trying to put it off, and we're almost at break time, so you're going to have to do it after we thank our sponsors.
Here is Trisha's new podcast set decoration. I can send her, but let's put it on. Ian, are you watching?
Oh.
Let's do it something like this so she can like hang it up like this. Like a fish trophy.
Like a talking fish?
Yeah, yeah.
You can make it sing.
I was going to say, maybe put it over one of those talking fish.
I'll put a sensor on it. Then when it detects a child, it'd be like, psst, your dad's a piece of shit.
You guys, this is just standard comedy, okay? Standard comedy. It's called a callback.
Just plant a bug in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Ethan Klein randomly at 11 p.m. tonight.
Probably saw it.
Yeah, 2000. It
A
has
year
a
or two after that.
68 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Who's Noah Glenn?
He is that.
Oh, this fucking guy.
Live and Ethan Klein.
This guy is such a dipshit, dude. Holy fuck. This actually got a lot of views for him, it looks like. Let me see.
This is his side channel. His main has
No
9
gun.
million followers.
Damn.
Why the fuck does he side channel on TikTok? Like, isn't that the whole point of that platform is just to shit post as much as you can?
I don't know.
Trisha Paytas is on Saturday Night Live and Ethan Klein is fuming.
No,
So
I am
what is
not
the biggest-
fuming, you
Say
stupid
anything.
asshole.
You were actually in chat being
You don't
like,
know
oh my God,
anything
that's
about me,
amazing.
dick. What a stupid moron.
Yeah, that is so annoying. That's why I don't like talking about certain things if I didn't watch what's really going on because I don't want to sound like this guy.
You sound a little mad.
I'm not fucking angry, Dan. Shut the fuck up. Why do people watch this guy? You guys, Trisha Paytas was just on SNL and Ethan Klein is fuming.
I'm really fucking mad, man. Biggest plot twist of this year, Trisha Paytas managed to get onto Saturday Night Live.
It's not a plot twist.
Oh, a plot twist.
It's not a plot twist.
It's a plot twist.
She makes cameos all the time. Do you know what plot twist is, bitch? You fuck.
Hearing the news, almost everyone is happy for her because she has wanted this for a while. Well, everyone except David Dobrik, Jason Nash, and Ethan Klein.
Motherfucker, what?
Yikes. How did Ethan get on that list?
Why are people doing this?
See, Ethan Klein and Trisha had actually discussed the possibility of her being on Saturday Night
is so
Live,
ominous.
and Ethan was so sure that Trisha would never make it to SNL that he said he would saw his arm off if Trisha did make it.
he would saw his arm off.
I don't think you said saw.
I said cut, bitch. Get your news right.
Yeah, this is misinformation.
This guy doesn't care about facts.
Yeah, I really think there's a larger problem here. This guy here, whoever he is talking as if he read a transcript of what was said on Frenemies, but he didn't see the facial expressions, he didn't hear the changes in tone and voice to pick up that Ethan and Trisha were joking around. I don't know. You guys, I don't know what's going on. Up is down, down is up, left is right, right is right.
To SNL. Hopefully, bro's a starfish, cause.
Oh!
I'm not a starfish. I'm not.
Now, people on the internet are not letting Ethan forget this. They've been reposting and spreading the clip of him saying this everywhere and making it go viral. They've also been reminding him in all of his comment sections. Now, I'm sure
all of my comment sections. I didn't even post a video since. Post a video on Friday.
He's gonna stick with his promise. Realistically, he's not.
This is my favorite line.
It's such a subtly odd way of enunciating.
This is my favorite line in the whole video here. Check it out.
Now, I'm sure Ethan is going to stick with his promise. Realistically, he's not going to. But
realistically, Ethan's not going to cut his arm off. That's a fucking good analysis, bro.
That is so funny.
There's a chance, but I don't know.
I'm sure we're going to hear Ethan's thoughts on Trisha's accomplishment very soon. I mean, this man is a D1 hater. And Trisha,
true.
I'm not.
He understands.
That's true.
Yeah,
but the only hate
on that one.
it's coming down is on your dumbass, bitch. Noah Glenn.
Glenn.
Get a last
actually
name.
making it and getting on to SNL is just straight karma for this man.
Why is it karma? I'm not.
Ethan, when you realize that 90% of the people who use the word karma don't know what the word karma means, you'll start sleeping peacefully at night.
Straight karma. Because you said that. Because you doubted her for being. You were a hater.
Yeah.
Karma's a bitch. You should have known better.
Yeah. All right.
To you, he is just seething right now.
Joe.
What a little dope that kid is.
Okay, Glenn.
Noah Glenn.
Here's a compilation of Ethan hyping up Trisha. Oh, that's good. Somebody's got my back here on this.
Yeah. No, it was a good time.
It was perfect timing.
Yeah.
We'll see how it is after I get on SNL.
Yeah. No,
Bye.
I think that would be a perfect story arc where you just leave my ass behind.
No, I wouldn't. I feel like you're going to leave my ass behind.
Wait,
I'm not going
say
anywhere.
I have 30 minutes? I've been on the internet for like 15 years.
It's a meme. It means you have 30 minutes to cut off your arm.
Oh, okay.
Which we're at 33 minutes in the episode, which means we got to do the ad and
should probably
get
finish
to
this
work.
clip.
Get to work.
We should finish this clip. Putting it off. Hey, come on, not the Kratos blades. I said the katana. Put that thing away.
We're gonna downgrade to the Kratos blade if you don't hurry up.
No.
We might even go all the way down.
Put the weaponry away.
Ambition. I have no ambition, and I say that with total sincerity.
Bad if I ghost you when I become super famous because I'll be like, oh, posted it.
I know how it is.
Do you think I'll ghost you?
When you become more famous, and then your path to fame, just to recap, is this show.
Yeah.
So I'm still confused on that path of you becoming so famous, you need to ghost me. But I'm okay with that.
I don't think Carol Baskin would be as famous if she didn't kill her husband or unalive or whatever we say. I think you're funnier, but I definitely am more entertaining.
I think you are so fun. Sometimes I watch the episodes back and I don't catch exactly the stuff you're saying in the moment, and I'm like,
because you don't listen to me.
I always like this clip because it's so true. You could watch it live when you're rewatching Frenemies. Trisha would say a lot of funny things, but Ethan would miss it. Her humor can be subtle at times, surprisingly.
I listen to everything you're saying, but it's like a fast-paced conversation. I don't have time to process everything.
Thank you.
But you are very, very funny. And sometimes I'm like, wow, round of applause for Trisha. Very funny.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you. Are you more entertaining? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like the whole triple threat.
Yeah, I think if we had a reality show, who would get the reality show?
Oh, yeah. There's nothing good about my reality.
I just had a dream, but I'll tell you about it later.
Tell me about your dream. You clearly came here with an agenda. Tell me about your dream.
We weren't friends anymore.
Oh, okay. Was it a premonition or a dream?
I don't know. I became really this big time rapper, and I.
Oh, that didn't happen. That definitely didn't happen.
I feel like one day I'm gonna
What kind of rap?
Rap?
Like gangster rap?
I don't know what kind of rap. I wasn't rapping in my dream.
Oh, okay, I thought.
But I do have a premonition that I feel like I'm gonna be like a Jimmy Fallon, and I'm gonna just have to leave this show, and I feel bad because you're so nice to me.
You're gonna move up. You're going to ascend to late night and say, Ethan, I'm sorry.
I'm the next.
We've had a good thing, but I have to leave you behind.
Eventually, we're gonna have to part ways. And when is that gonna happen? And what's gonna happen? Like, I'll feel bad if that's you. Like, what if you know what I mean?
That's just Trisha testing people. She likes to test people.
I'm pretty content. I'm not looking to move up anywhere. I feel like
That's the problem with me. I'm never content. I always think I'm gonna be doing better and bigger things.
So your plans to be a rapper? Because I don't see that. Your plans to be late night? I don't see that either.
I think both
With
can
me some
happen.
a rapping late night house.
Yeah, did Arsenio Hall do that?
You can be on the show forever.
No,
Oops.
Oh, come on.
What the hell?
Get out of here.
Get out of here, TikTok.
I don't think so, and I feel bad.
I'd be very happy for you if you ascended to.
Like, I'm the next Post Malone. That leaves you. I'm like, oh, I'm too famous for Ethan. Bye.
Oh yeah.
Wow. It's funny because it's true. Trisha just knows what buttons to push. She got him with that one.
That did happen with Post.
You think that's why?
I don't know why Post never stopped talking to me.
Okay, so there it is. Yeah, that's okay. Not the best compilation, but I've obviously supported her. Also, I want to give a special shout out to the girlies. It's been a long time since I've seen anybody say something nice about me on TikTok. And on these hater vids, we got some people, top comment, and thank you so much to the real ones for this. Real fans know he's probably so happy for her. But then the third one is, I just know he's mad and I'm living for it. She ate this.
You see, and that person just exposed themselves because they could have just made that statement, but then with the, and I'm living for it, they're reveling in someone's perceived misery. And it's like, why?
H3 fans know he's so proud of her. Thank you, girlies. That's nice to see. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Saturday, I started seeing all these posts. And so let me thank our sponsors, and then I'm going to cut my arm off.
Okay, Ethan then goes on to fulfill his end of the bargain and cuts off his arm. But before I go, I just noticed this one comment on Instagram where Trisha, excited about being on SNL, posted, I'm on SNL and you're not. Interesting post. Instead of just celebrating her moment, she has to na boo boo it to someone else. Maybe Ethan, because why would you even say that? Trisha, would have been better for you to just relish your moment and celebrate your moment. But when you poo-poo Ethan, or when you're sending shade in one of your biggest moments, I don't know. Maybe you haven't really changed. But then again, maybe Ethan is finally understanding how to play your game.
Video from 2021 resurfaces.
Hey, that's a good word. That's a key word out there.
On Trisha Paytas' Frenemies co-host Ethan Klein telling her he will cut his arm off if she's ever on SNL. God, there was so much media about this. Let's see.
It's awesome.